It's Friday night. Welcome to the Skull Bro Show from the biggest metro area deep down in the bowels of hell. RatTrapCity! This week's weirdest news, and here to put the trash on blast. It's your hosts, RTC MRE!
All right, man. What's up? It's Friday night. It's time for another Skull Bro show. It's our 100th show. We're gonna have a good time tonight. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing. Got a little bit of rain over here, but I'm doing.
Yeah. You said it was getting muddy and fucked up, huh?
Yeah, I hate the mud. Fucks your shoes up, and your dog's all muddy, and you gotta like wipe his feet off with little fucking marpinas and shit. Like I got a little marpine right near the door. Where I always, before I take my, make sure I take the mud off his feet.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I drag it everywhere.
Nice, man. Yeah, it's
fucking. I love you. Great song.
Yeah, man, we're gonna have a good time tonight, though, man. We've got all our regular weird news and shit like that. Put the trash on blast like we always do. Take a look at the insanity of humanity over the past week. But I'm also gonna play a couple of shorts or like little clips from our first year that were just classics. Take a look at those tonight, and then we're gonna do a couple rounds of Guess That Crime. The oft-requested Guess That Crime. We haven't done it in a long time, but we're gonna give it a go.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, we used to play that shit for an hour at a time, man. We had a good time with that shit. We always did well, I mean, we had our couple of handfuls of of low stars and stuff. We usually nailed like.
But we were winning. We were doing good for a while. We were getting like 5 out of 5 sometimes, 4 out of 5.
Oh,
we were doing good.
Yeah. We definitely got our fair share of 5s out of 5 and 4
because
out of 5.
You got to always look at what they're wearing also, right? Like you got to look to drunk people, if they look drunk, what they're wearing. What's up, Carol? What's up? Jesus saves. Well, Jesus Cristo, what's up? MRH, everybody, what's up? Brian, what's up? David, thanks for coming by. What's up, Greggs? Hit that like button.
Yeah, definitely. Hit the like button, sub, not sub. But great point, actually. The points you were just making were great points. We haven't played the game in a while, and when we get to it, we'll go over it again. But excellent points. When you're doing the game and you're looking at people trying to figure who did it, it's like, what are they wearing? What do their eyes look like? Are they psycho? Are they drunk? What are we looking at over here? Is their shirt torn? That's something we'd look and see if like their shirt was torn. Yeah. All good points right there, man. Let me get this stuff set up in the background real quick on Rumble. All right, here we go. Let's get this.
Great song.
Yeah. I just got to get this stuff set up real quick in the background.
Dino Martino.
Oh, he's the best, man.
Oh, the delusion. You know what song I really like? Sway With Me.
That's a great song.
Yeah,
that's
a great song. When I hear this music, it brings me back to like 1999, 98. So I used to play this shit all the time, like going to school in the morning. When I came home from school, I'd play it. I'd blast it. Like all my friends, like, "Why you listen to this old stuff?" Like I'd be like, "It's
amazing." Yeah, because it's amazing. That's why.
Yeah, a couple of my like non-Italian friends would be like, "What the hell?"
Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah, they're not used to having that shit played around them in their house, and it, different places where it's going to cause you to like nostalgia and things. It grows on you, man. Like I'm a big fan of Mario Lanza. You know that because of that. Like my grandfather fucking loved that shit. It'd be playing in my grandparents' house. My
grandma used to listen to him, but I don't know. I only know like one of his songs. I'm not really into opera. There's a few songs I can hear and I like. I'm not really into opera.
Yeah. Oh, that's the only one I'll put on for like if I'll get in the mood to listen to Mario Lanza. Like if, I would never lie to you and tell you like, oh, I'm this fucking fan of opera. I'm really not, but I love Mario Lanza, because
He's got
of
a
that.
great voice.
Playing in my grandparents' house, it takes me back. Like you're saying with this stuff, taking you back.
Nostalgic.
It takes me back to being a little kid, even.
Yep, it's
I
nostalgic.
can smell my Nona sauce,
Yeah. The smell, I could still smell my grandmother's house and shit. Like,
for real.
Listening to having Sinatra playing. My grandmother always had all the old Italian music playing or oldies playing.
Oh, yeah.
Always playing in the house. So when I hear this shit, it brings me back to my house. There would be like 15 people in my house, 16 people in my house, right? My grandmother, friends, and family. And there'd be a cloud of smoke above our heads that could kill. There would be, the smoke. As a kid, I'd have to run outside because my eyes were burning.
Right.
Because there was so much smoke in that house. So you could see it over their heads. It was.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. I remember even when we would have to take pictures down and shit, you'd see perfect white squares.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No doubt about
running
it,
outside,
man.
me and my other cousin, we were like 7 or 8 running outside because our eyes were fucking burning.
Yeah, that's funny.
Especially back then, right? I'm talking about 85, 86. Like I said, you got about 15 Italians in the house, all smoking and shit. And it was fucking tough.
Yeah, man. That was back when we could like walk around smoking in the mall. You smoke everywhere. You can smoke in the mall. People smoked on fucking airplanes and shit like that. You smoke everywhere. What's up,
Doctors used to. What's up? They got doctors used to smoke and do surgery. Like they would literally smoke in the surgery room.
Yeah, isn't that insane?
Yeah, the judges, courtrooms, shit everywhere.
Totally insane.
Yeah, how times so changed, man, over the years. And you're gonna see the world's drastically changed so much in our lifetime. In our lifetime, it's just I'm 47. I turned 47 about a week ago. Matter of fact, yesterday was my father's anniversary of his death. My father died on Palm Sunday, March 19th, 1989, a week after my birthday. And he died at 11:58. He died, right?
Yeah.
And he died in the church on Palm Sunday, going to get his Eucharist, going to get the Eucharist, the blood of the blood and the bread of God,
right?
And the wafer, the Eucharist. He dropped.
Wow.
Yeah. So I found out in the morning. So this morning I would have found out 37 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, my aunt woke me up, and the first thing out of my mouth was, "Why isn't my father waking me up? Because that's who woke me up every morning." And she's like, "Come downstairs." I go downstairs. There's like 25 people in my house.
Right.
Table around. I'm looking at everybody. I'm looking for my father. I'm like, "Where is he?" And they're like, "Oh, he's dead." It's like, "Oh, what are you gonna do, right?" I'm lucky that I had the good 10 years with him now.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
My father was like my buddy. I hung with him. I'd hang with him and his friends. I'd watch him beat people up, all kinds of shit. It was like hanging out with your friends. It was fun. I miss him.
Of course, man. Of course.
Luck Be a Lady. This is a great song.
Oh, yeah.
Blowing on another man's dice. I think they're gambling. It's like a gambling thing. It gives you luck or something. I don't know. I've seen it in a movie. Wrestling an alligator?
This is some funny shit I came across this week. Yeah, I didn't even bother to look up the news station or anything. But yeah, it says a Florida man. You can see the picture there. A Florida man was arrested for wrestling an alligator in a Walmart parking lot wearing a full samurai suit and demanding a discount on pool noodles.
Yeah, that's a nice samurai outfit. I will give him that. The samurai had some cool armor and shit like that.
For sure. Yeah, but this guy, he wanted a discount on pool noodles, bro. He was down for the get down. He even brought his own gator to wrestle. Maybe he was there to demand the discount on pool noodles, saw a gator and decided to wrestle it. I'm not sure what order that went in, but.
Oh, I'm going to go with he's mentally ill, right? Because who the hell is going to
Well,
try
yeah,
to
of course, dude.
wrestle a fucking alligator, man?
Of
Right?
course.
Like, yeah, let me wrestle the alligator, see how that works out. Maybe he was trying to impress somebody. I don't know who's that's going to impress. I don't know. You know, that's you know, those alligators will fuck you up, dude. They catch your arm or your leg. Because they said you
I
can
mean,
hold their jaws closed very easily. They say.
Yes,
And,
right. That's the thing about alligators and crocodiles, actually, is like the force you're worried about with an alligator is the closing.
yeah.
But in order, they have very, very, very weak muscles on the open. So you can literally hold their, even giant ones, you can hold their shit closed with your hands. Now, the problem with that is they're going to start to do the death roll, right?
Yeah,
so that's
death
why
roll.
they use tape, right? They just use tape or a little piece of rope. The other thing you can do is you can cover their heads like a bird. If you cover their heads and they can't see, they'll basically like pause and like stop moving. They're like, okay, I
Ever
don't
see
know what's
those?
out there.
Ever see those dudes who like do like to touch their heads and like they tempt fate? Like they go up to them and like touch their heads and put their heads in the
Oh, of course, yeah,
alligators.
yeah. I've seen that stuff before. Yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. I'm not putting my head in no alligators. Oh, like hell no. Oh yeah.
yeah. Joe, they do that in Joe Dirt too, which is pretty funny.
Bunker said, I met a guy in Florida. He was from Louisiana. He wrestled. Well, yeah, they have a lot of alligators in Louisiana and Florida. So
Yeah, and they have
They're big
people that hunt
alligators.
them and they fuck with them. Yeah, there's a lot of those Indian tribes. You know, the Indian tribes down there in Florida. They have those shows where they wrestle gators and stuff.
Oh yeah, they've probably been doing it for centuries. You know.
I'm sure.
What is this?
What kind of faggotry is this?
Got the stripper at gunpoint.
Yeah, Cheyenne stripper sought for assaulting another stripper at gunpoint. So basically, these strippers got into an argument over a regular. Some dude was going to have a dance from a different stripper. This other stripper that was used to getting his money.
Yeah, that happens. Not the gun thing, but that happens. They fight over their Johns. Although, well, I want to call them a John. Whatever you. What's up, William? Jason, what's up? The people that go in there, whatever you want to call them. A John is someone with a prostitute, but
right. No, but I get it. Customer,
they
sure.
will fight over their. Well, they call them their regulars. They will fight over their regulars. You bet your ass they will.
Well, she was also
100%.
charged for stealing the pistol, and then she assaulted her boyfriend with her vehicle.
Oh, well, why take a gun to work and pull it on a girl over that? Like, you're gonna like, how's that gonna end? You're gonna be in trouble and lose your job. Like, you're not gonna win your client back by pulling a gun on the other girl.
And so I also want to take some like relationship advice angle at this and say, who are you to choose for the man? Right? So he's in a strip club. It's his fucking fun dollar, right? He gets to decide what whore he wants to give his fun dollar to. So I'm going to pull some relationship advice and go, who are you to tell him who he not get a dance from?
Yeah, true. But they will fight over their regulars like that. They will. I had a lot of friends who were in the strip club business for years and years. My friend's father he was a part owner of the Foxy Lady for a while. And I used to do valeting out there and work at some of Damien's sausage stands and shit. And I've seen some stripper fights before of them getting into it with other girls. And man, you don't want to go near that. That's for sure. They can get crazy.
Yeah, we saw that one. Remember the bitch was stabbing bitches with her high heel. Remember we saw she's stabbing bitches with the fucking high heel. That was crazy.
Yeah.
But that was a ratchet party. That shit was that was at a strip club, but it was like a wedding party. That was all kinds of fucked up.
But they will do that. They will like if there's a stripper who's a little like meek and she's not very vocal, and they will bully her to take her clients and shit like that.
Sure.
It happens.
It's all about getting that money, right? I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah, it happens. I'm not a big strip club fan at all. But,
well, me either. Here's my thing: is like I'm not really cool with hanging out with drunk dudes with boners, right? So that's like not really my fucking thing. And the other thing too is you know how I am. Like I'll be walking in that place with my arms in the air, telling my friends not to touch anything because I'm convinced we're gonna leave with a low grade fever, right? It's just like
See, I would hang there because my friends like. Father owned the place. A lot of my friends worked there, so we'd hang outside, sit in the cars, drink coffee, bullshit, stuff like that.
For sure. I'm not telling you I've never been to them.
You see some crazy chicks fighting though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Well, some drunk dudes coming out of there fighting each other. Like I've seen some like.
Oh, I've
weird
seen
shit.
lots. I've seen people get stabbed. Of course, lots and lots and lots and lots of fights, lots of simp activity.
Oh, that's oh my god.
I can tell you handfuls of times where there's like the guy you thought was tough and shit until he gets sauced, and then he's just like a fucking total beta. You know what I mean? The way he gets around those women and just like, it's like, bro, you gotta stop. You're freaking me out the way you're looking at these women, bro. You gotta stop that.
This one girl I was friends with, this stripper, and she used to tell me she had this one simp, this guy. I forget what she did for work, but he had money. And he would come in there and buy her all kinds of things, give her money. He had a wife and kids and everything. He would give this girl so much money, help pay her rent, and she never even slept with him. She didn't date him or nothing.
Oh, yeah, sure. That's usually the case, yeah.
Never even hung with him outside of the club. Because I was like,
right.
You have a meet the guy? And he would help pay her rent and shit. It was insane. Totally crazy.
Meanwhile, she's got dudes she doesn't even know leaving like cocaine and shit on her doorstep, and this guy's paying her rent. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's real talk, bro. Just like you're saying, dudes fucking provide these women with everything.
And some of those guys will leave their wives. They will leave their wives and children and go with like some stripper girl for like she'll use him for a year and then drain him for his money and leave. And he leaves his nice wife and children. Like it's a weird, simp fucking behavior.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. You're gonna leave your wife, dude, and you're like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Right. Well, check this out, man. I'm sorry, go ahead. I didn't hear you.
Nah, yeah, all right.
Well, anyway, one of the things we covered this year was the Diddy trial. Parts of that we won't even get into because they were so disgusting and sad. But one of the main takeaways from that thing was that he's a fanoik and that all the fucking prostitutes, right? All these hookers that were supposed to be getting trafficked and shit like that, it turned out that they were all dudes because homie likes cock, right? That was insane, right? Well, check this out. Fucking Cat Williams breaks this shit. It's so funny, dude. Check this out.
P. Diddy just got 4 years for taking 37 actions.
Let me do the math.
Took 37 actions.
4 years.
While they tried to claim 4 years, 2 blunts, I had no intention of smoking in the first place.
They were purely ornamental.
Same 4 years. Because they played by different rules. That man was facing ass trafficking charges. Why they only gave him 4 years? Because liking dick and being a devil worshiper ain't against the law. They heard prostitution and thought there was some vaginas that needed to be saved. The judge said, bring out the 9 prostitutes, and 9 big niggas walked out.
Judge said, order, he's fine, give him 4 years.
Right now, he is happily paying for his crime.
That shit is amazing because that's the whole world said that shit. We said that shit too. It's like, all right, bring out these prostitutes. And just like he said, and all of a sudden 9 big dick motherfuckers walked out.
This guy's
the
funny.
world out there was saving women, and it was these fucking big wang dudes. What the fuck?
Yeah, it was a weird Ricky Yoon, man. This guy this was pretty funny though. This guy, I've watched like one of his comedy specials years ago, and it was funny. I don't know too much about him.
Yeah, his old stuff is really the best. Now it's a little spotty, but this shit was just dead on. Just dead on. He said all the shit that we were thinking, and I was like, we gotta play this. We covered this trial and said the same shit. It's like, oh, I thought he was abusing women, but it turns out he just loves penis, right? Like he abused women, but it was the couple that he was manipulating. All the hookers, the trafficking of the hookers was all men, and the whole world went, what? Like, what the fuck?
I wonder if remember the Arabian dude, the Arabic guy who was like in the talking to the police and saying all kinds of. I wonder if he was.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I wonder if that guy was telling the truth or not, because they never brought him up or nothing.
Yeah, I don't know, man. He was, like you're saying, I saw the same video. He was hospitalized. He was mentally hospitalized. Yeah. I mean, they had him in a hospital for sure, medicated as fuck in the hospital gown. But I mean, I'll say this. 3/4 of the stuff he said could definitely be true based on
Oh,
what
yeah.
we've heard. A quarter of it was like, I've met an alien and saw JFK get murdered. You know what I mean? Like, it was a little out there. But some of what he said was like, hey, man, this is pretty spot on for what we know about Diddy the Diddler now.
Yeah, and the beating of the girl Cass. What's up, DJ?
Oh, all those women. It was horrific.
Well, that was on camera, though. We got to see that. That was pretty.
Well, yeah, we saw one of the beatings, right? Yes, for sure.
Dragging her like back to the thing by her head and shit,
In
like
his
in a
towel,
hotel,
kicking her. Yep.
and then paying the hotel. Like,
and it turns out he was dragging her back to a freak off that there was a fucking big wang dude in the hotel room.
Yeah, weird shit.
All sick, bro. Yeah, and then fucking peeing in her mouth, and him liking to have the cum on him. Like, that's why I said we don't. Let's just stop. Let's just we already heard it once. But this was very, very funny because this calls on the whole thing where it's like, you know, the world thought they were saving women, and it turned out to be a bunch of big wangs being trafficked. Shit is nasty.
Yeah, fucking sick world, man.
Too funny.
Sick fucking world.
Oh, hold on. Here we go. This is
what's
foul.
The Afro Man trial about, Wallace? I don't know. I'd seen that thing on the news. I didn't know. I didn't know what he's charged with or nothing like that. But
I can explain it to you if you want to know. I can explain it to you. It's current news. We can talk about that for a minute. Let me just finish pulling up this next thing real quick, and then let's talk about the Afro Man trial a little bit. Absolutely.
And he's the guy who's singing "If I Got High," or something like that.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, he did a bunch of songs like that. Yep.
That was like a one-hit wonder or something. I remember that song. Because I was high, if I got high.
Okay, so there was a call in on his house. I believe he lives in Ohio, and on a big piece of property. Well, there was a phone call put in that he had like kidnapped somebody and was dealing mad cocaine out of his house and stuff like this. So fucking, I stopped short of saying like a SWAT team, but let's just say like the cops, right? Let's just say in general the cops, so we don't go hyperbolic, right? So the cops come to his house. His wife and his children were there, but he was not. They searched the entire house, found nothing. They fucking kicked his front door. His front door was completely ruined and fucked up. You know how these pigs are.
Oh yeah.
So they fucked this whole house up, but this one fat cop was like walking through his kitchen and kept staring and getting closer to this lemon cake that was on the counter. He kept staring. They had him on camera, and he just looked like this big caricature of a cop staring at a big fat donut. It was too funny. So they found nothing. He got charged with nothing, but they refused to pay. You know this, right? Everybody knows that they'll fuck your whole house up and tell you tough shit. They're not going to fucking pay for nothing, right?
No. Not
So what this Afro Man did was he made this. Remember the part I told you? This fat cop was staring at this lemon cake that was on the counter, and that they had him on camera. Okay, so Afro Man says, "Oh, you're not going to pay me to fix my shit? Cool. I'm going to make a video and a song, and I'm going to call it Lemon Pound Cake, and I'm going to put all you motherfuckers on blast and show your pictures and make you look like shit for the idiots that you are." Right? 100% within his rights.
And when he got arrested for it?
The cops sued him for $3.9 million because they said that he defamed their character, lowered their status in the community, all this stupid fucking legalese bullshit, right? Afro Man won.
Good for him.
Yeah, it's called freedom of speech. This is America.
Yeah. You want to go kick his door in? You don't even fix it. He has the right to say he don't like you. These are assholes. They broke all my shit. I know how they do. How they treat people, man. They break all your shit, destroy your shit, break everything and anything they can. They destroyed so many collections of things I had, man. They were motherfuckers.
Yep, they'll rip your fucking carpet up, tell you tough shit, even if they don't find anything. They'll put holes in your set. I've seen it.
Yeah, they stabbed my mattresses, dude. My fucking couches, they knifed them all. Everything got knifed.
I believe you. They're fucking cocksuckers about stuff like that.
It looked like when I walked in my apartment after I got bailed out, it looked like a whirlwind, like a tornado hit. Everything was it was sickening. All my collectibles destroyed, smashed. Just wrecked everything.
Yeah, that's but Afro Man won, and I think most people are very, very proud of him for fighting it and for winning and for setting the precedent. Now, I mean, this is America. You got free speech. You cops were fucking dicks. You treated this man like shit. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, it's a power. They get that power trip, man. A lot of not all cops, because there are some good cops, but a lot of those dudes are fucking geeks in high school who couldn't pull a fucking bitch to save their life.
Preach it.
Probably got picked on or something, right? So they want to get revenge. They want to shoot people and beat them up and arrest people they didn't like.
Yeah, it's a god complex, is what it is.
There are some cool ones though, because I went to school with a few of them that are good dudes that are like Providence cops.
That's fine.
But the majority of the ones I've always dealt with were fucking bullies and assholes.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, check this out, bro. We got us a fucking major subhuman piece of garbage right here. Watch this.
On this episode of Tweaker Geographic, a local tweaker squats and produces what scientists call a fresh field sample. After a careful inspection, he deems the specimen acceptable and carries it to the nearest trash can. A confusing moment in urban wildlife, where the same creature both creates the problem and somehow solves it. On this episode of Tweaker Geographic.
Disgusting. That's fucking gross. What a disgusting motherfucker. That should be he should be arrested for that shit. You can't do that in public without nobody called the cops on him, or like a cop didn't grab this guy.
Look at this Cro-Magnon homeless fucking weirdo freak, dude. Look at this dude. He shit in his hand and then threw it in the garbage and kept walking. The fuck?
What a disgusting person, man. Yeah, he should be thrown in an asylum or in a wood chipper. Who would do that?
I want Indian village justice. I want immediate street action with canes and we need the Sikh. That guy, we need the Sikh back with a club.
Yeah, with that club they carry. Yeah, this guy's a disgusting bastard. Man.
Oh my God. Immediate village justice, please.
Imagine the people around watching that. Like, imagine seeing that.
Ugh.
Like, that's going to scar you. That's going to scar you mentally. I know I am seeing this.
Right, exactly.
Never mind if it was in real life. I'd end up screaming at the guy or throwing something at him. I wouldn't want to touch him, though, obviously.
You could not risk that.
What's up, Vince? What's up, bro? No,
by no means could you risk actual, contact with that disgusting.
No, there's diseases. You can get diseases from fecal matter.
Forget about it. Of course you can get, and whatever else this fucking guy's got on him and around. Yeah, no way, bro.
I seen a prison thing one time where this mentally ill prisoner said he would cover himself in feces so the cops wouldn't beat him up and shit. It was weird.
Yeah.
Who's this mook?
What's he doing? I'm gonna hang on one second. May I ask you a question? Before we play this, I want to ask you a question and everybody else in the chat. If say you got a long-term girlfriend or a wife, either way, say you're in love with this woman, right?
Yeah.
Would you punch her in the fucking face as hard as you could for $1 billion?
No.
You really wouldn't?
No.
Somebody had $1 billion cash to give you, and you wouldn't just pop that bitch in the face, give her a black eye, and let it roll. She'd be fine. You'd be a billionaire.
If she was in on it and saying, "Hey, punch me in the face. We can do this," I don't know. It'd still be hard to do. I don't know.
I would do it in a heartbeat. I would literally knock the living shit out of my 4'11" wife. I would break her fucking mom's nose. For $1 billion cash, everybody's getting knocked out.
I would tell them they would do it to me. I don't know if I could. I don't know. Maybe if they showed me the money and she's like, "Dude, that just like."
As I said, ready cash, right there. You know you're getting it. It's right there.
I don't know.
I'd like to think I don't want to influence you. I'm questioning you for real.
I'd like to think I wouldn't, right? But I don't know if she was telling me, "Hey, listen. We can change our whole lives. Just who cares? Punch me in the face. I don't give a fuck. I want you to punch
generational wealth, of course, bro. You don't even ask her. You just tell her shut up and get some ice and then buy a house.
And she's like, listen, the next 5 generations of our family will be living good. Yeah, I don't like doing hypotheticals like this, but yeah, I don't because I don't know though. It's a tough one.
I got you. All right, man. Well, I think it's a fun thought experiment. Check this out.
Would you punch me in the face for $1 billion?
Fuck yeah.
Would you for $1 billion?
Yes.
What about your mom?
Yes.
Garrett Hudson.
Would you punch me in the face for $1 billion?
I'll knock your mama ass out for $1 billion.
That's right.
No, you
You know, I
wouldn't.
Oh
couldn't.
God, for God, I will.
Would you punch me for $1 billion?
$1 billion?
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, one of them. Yeah, one of them.
I gotta take my answer back.
Heck yeah, I'll punch you. I'll tear your butt up. Let me tell you.
Would you punch me in the face for $1 billion?
Absolutely.
Babe, would you punch me in the face for $3 million? Jesus Christ.
Babe, would you knock me out for $3 million?
Mom, boy, I'm knocking your ass out. How many hits I get?
Damn.
Would you punch me for $3 million?
Hell yeah, nigga, rock 'em.
Would you punch me in the face?
Dude, I love that so much.
I don't think I could punch my mother for all the money in the world. I could never hit my mother, and I'm sure if I had a wife, I probably wouldn't do it. Honestly,
Fair enough. I'm not influencing your answer whatsoever. I was
can't.
curious. I would do it in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat.
Exactly.
Everybody's getting hit for $1 billion. I will buy you whatever the fuck you want. We're good.
I'd let them hit me. I'd let them hit me, like break my legs, even right for $1 million. Hell yeah, like baseball bat me. But my conscience would eat at me too bad. No, I wouldn't hit. There's no way I'm hitting my mother for any money in the world of gold. Well, probably
My
wife.
mother would tell me I did not raise a fucking mook. My mom would stick her fucking chin out and be like, "Get it over, do it, and get it over with." She'd be like, "I didn't raise no fucking. You do it right now." Yeah, you
I don't
buy
think
me
I
a fucking
physically
beautiful
could, though.
car.
And I don't think I physically. I'd let them beat me. I'd let them beat me.
Oh, I hear you. Yeah, that's not a question, of course, bro. I'd let them hit me for like way less money.
I think
that,
these hypotheticals are dangerous. These kind of hypotheticals, like see this TikTok challenge of like, I think this is just like breeds like fucking abuse and degenerate shit. I don't like this kind of.
I think they're fun thought
for money. I always hated those hypotheticals. It always reminds me of the thing of you wouldn't tell on nobody if you're going to jail for 1,000 years. It always reminds me of that. Like I always got that a lot with this channel. Like, what if you're going to do? Oh yeah. Number one, I wouldn't be in that situation. Number two, if I was dumb enough or had to put myself in a situation where I'm going to jail, I'm definitely going to go to jail. Right? Like, what are you going to do? Just never liked the hypotheticals. But I get why people say yes and no. Right?
Yeah, I like it. I think it's just a funny thought experience, very funny thing. You just ask your husband, these women were asking their husband, would you punch me for this money? And they're like, hell yeah, bro.
Well, that black dude was hilarious jumping off the thing. That was like funny doc humor.
Yeah.
That guy
he's
was
like,
funny.
of course, I'm going to give you that Superman punch.
He jumped up and bounced off the thing. Like, you could tell they planned that well, but that was funny.
Yeah, it was funny.
That did make me laugh. Look at this.
Check
guy.
out this. Does he not look like he could be a Hatfield or a McCoy? This fucking
I
guy
was just
right
gonna
here.
say that. You could put him in like some North Carolina regiment in 1860, right? 1860.
Hand him a fucking jug and a straw hat.
Yeah, he looked like a little Confederate soldier. He looked like a little soldier in the Civil War. You know, or maybe some guy from Maine. I don't know, a Union guy from Maine, maybe. Yeah, Hatfield.
This guy's he's South Carolina. He's Chesterfield, South Carolina. He's years old, and he tried to bail out of jail with fucking Fugazi money.
What a character! Shout out to the Carolinas.
Yeah, he handed them. He pulled a wad of fucking fake cash out of his pocket in the courtroom, and tried to pay them with Fugazi $100 bills that had Chinese markings on them.
Wow. I wonder how many he got away with before they said, oh my God, this is fake. Like if he handed them like 1, 2, then they're looking at it like, oh, there's Chinese signatures on here. These aren't real. Because I guess all you can really do is like maybe burn like some like somebody on the corner, maybe selling some pocketbooks or some drug dealer. Who could you really get over on? Because they're gonna see the Chinese letters, right? Like,
well, that's your worst. So like
any
even
place
if dealing with Fugazi money, dealing with the ones that have obvious other shit on them, it's not supposed to be there, regardless if it's Chinese or not.
Even a place of business, right? How like They're gonna check that out. Like I said, you'd probably only get away with it. Maybe a street vendor on the street if you run real quick. Maybe they look in. Maybe a drug dealer, but then you're buying drugs. What do you do with the drugs? Sell it? I wouldn't fuck with no little try to do that anywhere. Right?
No, this guy's a fucking retard. He's a fucking retard. He's trying to get out of fucking jail and leave court, and they're like, okay, cool, we'll give you a bond. Can you pay now? He says, yeah, I can pay now. And he gives them this fugazi money, tells them, oh, you guys can just keep the change. And they're like, yeah, no, you're coming with us, bro. You're staying in jail even longer now.
R.I.P. Chuck Norris. And yeah, this guy, he probably thought he was going to get away with that. What an idiot. He didn't realize
the money itself. I'm sorry, go ahead.
They didn't realize that he was going to look at the Asian letters on the money.
Bro, I don't know. Like I said, this guy looks like he's just short a fucking moonshine jug and a straw.
Yeah, he looks like Popcorn Sutton. He looks like fucking Popcorn Sutton, his little brother. R.I.P. Popcorn.
Like the dude on the sausage, the breakfast sausage thing. They saw the story, got a little hillbilly on it. Yeah, he looks like that.
Oh, Jimmy Dean?
They immediately took the money and booked it into evidence and handed him more charges, man.
You mean Jimmy Dean, the Sausage King guy?
I just know on the packages that's like blue and white.
Yeah, well, that's
straw hat hillbilly on it.
Yeah, well, that's Jimmy Dean who makes the song.
Okay.
He's the guy who sang that song, Big John, Big Bad John.
Oh, okay, I got you.
I got a real quick story. In Virginia on the James River back in like 2003, 2004, me and my cousins were on a motorboat. We were not a boat, right? We're on a boat. And I look, I was like, what's that? It's a huge D. It was like a D, dude, the size of like 5 houses, but all hedges, like trimmed by like gardeners and shit. He's like, that's Jimmy Dean's house. So we drove literally in his backyard, and there was people out in the yard. I don't know if it was him, right? But there was people in his yard, like sitting on chairs, right? I don't know who it was. Him, his family, I don't know. But we weren't close to them. We couldn't really see them that well, but we could see the evidence. So that was, this guy looks like a Hatfield McCoy for sure.
100%.
So maybe want to be like a cult leader, right?
He could do that for sure. Yeah, man. Absolutely. I could see him in one of those curtains, like an Indian curtain. They put a little hat on him. Yep.
Yeah. Marshall Applewhite type stuff.
Yeah. The Shinies, like it fucking Bubble Boy. Yeah, he could lead the Shinies. All right, here, let's get this one up. This is weird. People are fucking weird. This is just a weird thing. This is on the weird news. Not necessarily people that are trash, but this is just really weird news, man.
What is that? Sharing butter? What is that?
People are churning butter on their daily run. It's like this thing on like fucking TikTok and Instagram. All these people are talking about how novel it is and how fun it is that you can earn butter while you run, right? So I don't know why people are doing this, and I swear to God, if somebody tried to feed me butter that was made on their body while they were running, I would freak out.
How do you make butter on your body when you run?
Okay, so here we go. I'm going to tell you all about this. It's called churning and burning, or butter runs. Yes, it does work, and yes, they're eating it. You ask why. The real question is, why not? It's viral on TikTok. People are getting more than 2.3 million views on these fucking videos. It says that you pour a carton heavy cream into a Ziploc bag and sprinkle sea salt into it, and then you tape it to your fucking midsection and run for an hour. At the end, your bag will be full of butter that you can eat.
Who would want to even do that? Like, what's the point? That's just weird.
I don't know. Preach. I swear to you. This is fucking
it's just
dumb. Yeah. It's fucking dumb as fuck.
It's very odd and weird. I don't know. I'm speechless. Yeah, I'm speechless.
It's totally pointless. You can't afford $1 for the butter?
Yeah, I'm sure you have butter, right? I could see if you were an Amish person or something, right?
That's more salt. And the Ziploc bag and the tape.
Yeah, what do they tie it to themselves?
Yeah, they just showed it, and then look, he's got a whole bag full of butter now.
That's super fucking weird.
I'll kill you if you feed me your body-made butter. I'll kill you, your sweat nasty butter bag. You get the fuck away from me with your nasty butter bag.
Technically,
hippie.
it's not touching them, right?
It's still on principle.
Yeah, on principle, yeah, it's totally fucking weird. And then they actually keep this? You think they're just doing this?
Yeah, they eat it. That's foul, dude.
Are they doing this just to fit in with TikTok and stuff?
Yes. Yeah, it's trending. It's trending.
That's weird.
Oh, look, they're going to eat it. Stop it. What is, these fucking hippies need to go to hell. They need to take their tea tree oil and their nasty body butter bags with them.
I just read Jason's thing. That's hilarious. But yeah, this thing is super fucking weird. I think it's some weird trends on TikTok. Who even thought of this stuff and said that's a good idea? Like, that's bizarre shit.
Stupid. It's so fucking stupid and pointless. It's idiocracy, bro. Why go through all of that for a bag? But just go buy a tub of butter like a regular fucking person. What's wrong with you?
It reminds you of that movie Idiocracy. I could see something like this in that movie because this is just wow, how far we came from the greatest generation. How far have we fell, man? How far mankind? Yeah, we might have grown in technology, but morals and decency, boy, have we fucking fallen. And yeah, there's always bad shit that went on in the world, but oh my god, this is really bad.
No, but it's getting dumber. No, it's getting dumber by the generation.
Yes, by the generation, they're getting stupider and stupider. Florida build a ban marrying first cousins. What? What first cousins would want to get married? That's insane. You grow up with
failed to pass.
I have a lot of female cousins, right, around the same age. I grew up with them. Like you when you look at a family member, you don't.
Come on,
how the hell could you look at them romantically? It's no way in my head could I ever look at any of my cousins. A girl cousin, look at them like a girl, right? They're not girls to me, they're cousins. So I don't know. That is just super weird. I don't know. The only way I could see that happen if you were like adopted, you didn't know who your cousin was, and
you never saw right. You weren't raised with them. You didn't have weekend vacations and shit.
Yeah, you didn't even know each other. You didn't know each other. It was just like the happens of just for the happens. You met each other and hooked up and fell in love. Yeah. And then once you find out your first cousins, you got to call it off, right?
Oh, yeah. No, if you're genetic, for sure. 100%. Yeah, even if you're adopted, then you only got one set of grandparents and it gets really fucked up, man.
Yeah. First, you cannot have kids with a first cousin. You're doomed for all kinds of stuff.
That shit's nasty, dude. That shit's nasty as fuck, man.
They do that in a lot of other countries.
I cannot imagine. I'm thinking of like my girl cousins going, dude, I would kill that bitch if she tried to kill. I'll choke, bitch. I'll choke this bitch. I love my cousins, but I will choke you. I'll be like, are you insane? Get the fuck.
Yeah, you're gonna be really, really fucking sick to look at any family member and romantically, some sort of like for girl cousin your age. You're gonna be fucking twisted. That shit. Like I said, they're not even girls to me. They're cousins, right? Like.
100%. I think it's totally fair. It's like I don't even think of you as a fucking female species. Exactly. I think of you as my family. You're just a human being to me. 100%.
How could anything romantically spark off in that world is be like I said, the only way that can happen if you were adopted, you never knew you were cousins, and just happened that by chance you knew each other, right? And you did not know you're related. Or maybe your dad isn't your dad and your mom cheated and you're related to somebody else and you didn't know that was your cousin, right? There's no way you can do that without some real genetic badge and moral, too. It's sick. It's downright disgusting.
Yep.
First cousin?
First
how
cousin.
They should have, who wouldn't say, yeah, that should be a law. You cannot marry her. Who's going to fight that? Like, no, I think first.
Apparently, the fucking government in Florida fought it. It didn't. It says Florida bill to ban marrying your first cousin fails to pass. So somebody said, "Hey,
why?
This is reasonable." They probably said all the shit you just said, and then a bunch of weird people said, "Nah, it's cool. People can do that if they want."
I get a free society that people can do what they want. I'm all for that, but not marrying, not where
Yeah,
it's
you
going
got
to
to
hurt
protect the health
society.
system, though, bro. What about flipper babies and shit, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
no, like
that's
you're
what I was just going to
saying.
say. The poor child's going to be born. He's going to have like a 6 toe or something. He's going to be fucked up, or she, or mentally crazy. You know,
Somebody needs to show them fucking 16th century paintings of royalty.
Well, but then on the other hand, there is a lot of countries out there, right? I'm not going to say which countries going to be called Oasis that actually do. A lot of them are tradition that marry their first, second cousins, first
And
cousins.
like in the old country of Italy, they would marry cousins. I totally get that. But first cousins was still looked way down upon. It was supposed to be your fucking second, third, fourth cousin a town over.
Yeah, they've done it in Italy.
Your uncle's kids.
Yeah, they would do that in the old days because to keep wealth in the family and all that shit in the old days, and to keep your community. Because picture being like the 14th century, right? And without like a community of people that can fight and make money, you're gonna die. You're gonna get conquered. So back then they had to do that. I get why they had to do that back in the old days, but now there's no reason to marry any cousin, right? Like that's fucking cases like your 10th cousin where you don't even know, that's different, but that's super weird. But there's countries that do that right now, many countries, including Italy, but there's countries that do that on a lot rapid level than that. That like half of the fucking population, dude, are like first cousins and fucking. It's crazy. Federal owner sentenced 18 years after giving families fame. What an asshole. What an asshole.
Ex-funeral home owner sentenced to 18 years in prison after giving families fake ashes. It's this story gets really bad, bro. These people are the worst trash of the worst trash, man.
What a disgusting bastard. Yeah, Carol, nobody normal could. Only a fucking weird people can, or you have some kind of sick thing in your brain.
Fucking for real, dude.
Right? Like,
for real.
And I don't care how attractive your cousin is, you're never going to look at them as a female or a man, and you're never going to look at them in that way. So
No, of course not. And there's nothing wrong with saying about your cousin, that's a beautiful woman, you know what I mean? But that's where it's just like, yeah, but that's the family you protect. The same thing you'd say about your sisters. Like, yeah, of course, my sister's beautiful. You know what I mean? I'll kill you if you fuck with her. But you don't think of them as women that are available. That's fucking that's fucking gross.
No normal person could even go there in your brain, man, ever.
Yeah.
Right?
No, bro.
You're gonna be sick. Or some sort of predator, right? That's how where that's happened in life. It's probably mostly either a predator or a weird societal thing, right? Where you're gonna marry your fucking cousin.
Yeah, that shit's nasty, dude. That shit's nasty. Well, check this out. So the funeral homeowner, right? This fucking Fugazi. Check this out. This is in Denver. Former Colorado funeral homeowner who helped her ex-husband hide nearly 200 decomposing bodies, right? Let me read that again. Former Colorado funeral homeowner who helped her ex-husband hide nearly 200 decomposing bodies in a building was sentenced Monday to 18 years in prison for cheating customers and defrauding the federal government out of nearly $900,000 in pandemic small business aid. So this chick, Carrie Halford, this year, faced up to a maximum of 20 years after pleading guilty to one count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud. She and her ex-husband, John Halford, took $130,000 from families for funeral services, including cremations, often giving them urns full of concrete mix instead.
That's terrible to do to people, man.
In two cases, investigators found that the wrong body was buried.
Wow.
This is weird. This is what I don't understand is like, why were you storing decomposing bodies in a building? Why didn't you just fucking get them burnt up, dude, and do the right thing? That's weird to me. What are you doing?
Yeah, why don't you just cremate them? What could you have use for them, right? It's just going to cause you a problem. You have all these. Of
course, it's not even like you put them in a pit, right? You didn't even bury them or try to hide. You have them in a building, bro. That's nasty as fuck.
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
weird,
super.
man.
And there's no reason why they had them.
No, I'm looking.
Oh, exactly.
It says the bodies were stacked so high in some places that they blocked the doorways. The bugs and maggots, buckets had been placed to catch leaking fluids. Like, this is nasty.
Wow. There had to be a reason. You just don't do that, right? Like, yeah, let's keep the bodies, right? And let's give the people concrete, and let's have the bodies. We're going to store them in the back room. Like, and how's that even? I'd love to know more about that story. That's insane. Were they sleeping with them? Like, is this a sexual deviant?
No.
Body parts? Were they selling skulls or something?
Says that it says that the husband was abusive to the wife. That's why she went along with it. He often threatened to kill them both, kill her, kill them both. She suffered from fear and anxiety. They spent lavish amounts of money, especially the government loans. He love bombed her in an attempt to apologize for all the abuse he put her through. Let's see. Dude, it doesn't say why they didn't just get rid of the bodies. It just says that they stacked them in this building and gave the family fugazi ashes instead. It's just weird, dude.
Yeah, there has to be a reason why he kept them. Like, why wouldn't you just do what you're just? And it's going to cost money keeping them. You're going to house them somewhere. They're going to stink, right? What's the point of it? Why was he keeping it? It's weird. Everybody reading this must think the same thing. All right, why was he doing that?
I mean, I'm looking through it a second time.
Yeah, it's amazing that they're not telling us, like, all right, why a guy? I was waiting for them to say he was selling like skulls or something, or selling bones. I don't know. Or he was sleeping with them, something perverted maybe. Because why else? I don't know. If he's not selling the corpses, or
dude, it literally just goes through like what they did and how much money they made. The fact that she was abused and forced to do this shit.
I'm sure she was.
It describes how they spent all the money. And whenever they whenever they talk about the bodies, they just literally they say that they just took the bodies in, knowing damn well they weren't going to do anything with them, and they just gave the people fugazi. It's weird.
Did they not have a what you call it, the cremate?
No, they did. They had a crematorium. Yeah, they had one.
All right. So what the fuck is the point of keeping these bodies? Like I said, I'm thinking, all right, they're gonna sell the skulls or the bones. I don't know, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Or they're doing something weird with them, or rituals, or I don't know, right? That's fucking super creepy, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They found 200 of them in a building when they were all just piled up. They had, like I said, I mean, not to talk about it any more than we have to, but they had literally they had buckets out to catch the leaking fluid. It says that one of the people's moms was only found in the pile through DNA testing. They still can't find her sister.
See that that's terrible to do to somebody's family. I could never do that to somebody, because you know why? Not even for. I don't care how much money you give me, neither, because I have to live with that, and I believe I'm going to heaven. I'm going to be judged for what I do on earth, and I'm a sinner like a motherfucker. So I don't want to like do something and desecrate some person's body after their soul rises to heaven and go to hell for it, right? Like, you know, you did a lot of fucked up things, but the reason you're not getting in is because what you did to that corpse, right? And I don't want that to be it.
And I've said to you so many times in the show, and I don't even believe in anything that said, but I always say to you, bro, I'm going to be on the safe side. And when I go out, my resume is not going to have that bullshit on it, right? Whatever it is we're talking about, it's like, nope, you're going to be able to say that dude didn't do that nasty shit. I will not be able to. You will be looking at me, sitting there looking at my fucking iPad. I will not raise my hand when anybody says, do you know what a penis tastes like? That shit will be in another row that will not be near me. Yeah. You ever fucking take somebody's money and hide their mom's body? I'll be like, oh, hell no.
Yeah, I'm safe on that one. Safe on all that.
That shit's a few rows behind me, bro. Get behind me, like, Satan, right?
That's right under like like murder, raping, hurting kids. That's like right under the murder and all that kind of creepy sexual stuff. Then there's these kinds of people who will desecrate bodies and do all weird stuff to dead people. That's really sick. Like,
Jason says they did it for greed, and that's what I'm saying to you. Yeah, it just says they got all this money. They took the fucking money, knowing that they were just going to put this body in a pile. And they were just like, here's some concrete mix. They just wanted to steal money and not do work. There's no other explanation.
Yeah,
but why didn't you bury them though? At least why keep them in a building rotting?
They had to work by placing those bodies there. They could have just put them in the crematorium and burnt the body real fast.
I'm 100% with you.
It had to be broke. It had to be broken. I guarantee if you look into this story, there's no way in hell that their thing was working.
Honestly, they just didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, but if that was the case, they would have burnt them. They would have just put them
in the dude. I get it. It's
you got to move that body. That's heavy.
It's unreasonable.
It's him and the girl. They got to pick the bodies up and move them right after the wake. Yeah. They have to pick them up and move them and put them in this place instead of putting them in a furnace. And they're going to put the buckets to catch the stuff. Worry about the smell. It's a lot of uptake for all this. So
I'm with you. It's totally unreasonable.
There had to be a reason, though. People just don't do that, right? Like, why would they ruin that house, too? That house is ruined by those bodies being in there. The smell alone.
Oh, my God.
Why not just take the body? If you're lazy, especially if you're lazy. If you're a lazy person, you would cremate them. That's picking it up one time, right? If you keep the body, you're moving it farther than you would otherwise, and you're keeping it a lot longer. Right, you're gonna have to put buckets under it. I don't understand. There's got to be a reason.
I totally understand where you're coming from, my dude. I really do. It is completely unreasonable what they did. It is. I'm totally
with Vince on this one. I'm saying, what the fuck? Vince is right.
Yeah. Well, check this out. Australian international student avoids conviction. Okay, Australian international student avoids conviction after upskirting more than 150 women and taking pics of them on the toilet.
Well, he does what? What's upskirting? What?
Upskirting is when you film under somebody's skirt without them knowing or without their permission in public.
Okay, and what did he get?
Oh, he got nothing. He avoided conviction.
Jesus. Oh, my God. That's like, how does this guy get away? Come on, man. Give me a fucking break.
Well, let's find out together what this has to say.
Secretly filmed women inside toilets and showers, but Barefoot Cow doesn't appreciate the camera being him. Mr. Cow, why did you upskirt women? The Melbourne University biomedicine student, originally from Vietnam, walking from court on a community corrections order. Mr. Cow, do you still plan on becoming a doctor? Mr. Cow, do you plan on apologising to your victims? Police found over 100 secretly recorded videos and images of innocent women on a 23-year-old phone taken inside public bathrooms at Docklands shopping centre.
Why isn't he in jail?
Accommodation in the city. But despite his guilty pleas, the court let him off without a explaining his actions. He told he was in the female toilets because he wasn't sure about his gender. Are you still unsure of your gender?
Bullshit.
The court today heard one of his traumatised victims remains anxious and, unsurprisingly, vigilant. The incident impacting her ability to use public restrooms.
Wow.
In her sentencing, the magistrate said Mr. Cow has no family here. And
what country is this? England or Canada?
Oh yeah.
Now, if that was in Nate.
So, anything else? I said throw him in jail. This to be fucking deported. He's from Vietnam.
Yeah, they're not going to do that
because he's in school to be a fucking doctor.
They're not going to do
the motherfucker out of your country.
Yeah, but they're not going to do that. They bend over and they don't even grab ankle. They
just bent over as soon as he said, "Oh, I did it because I'm not sure about my gender." So you were upskirting women and recording them going to the bathroom because you're not sure about your gender. Okay, bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, that was a lie. He made that. In those countries, they're real easy on perverts, especially migrant or immigrant perverts. They're very lenient on them. Any pervert, I don't care what color you are. If you're doing this to some lady and some girls, you should go to jail. You should have your prick chopped off, really. But they're not going to do that. I got to be realistic. He should have got at least 5, 6, 7, 8 years. That's assaulting them. He should have did at least, and then got out on permanent, ultimate probation for the rest of his life. Give him 20 years. If it was up to me, I'd have him decapitated. You ever do that to one of my family members?
We should have some fun with this guy, bro. Just take him out in the middle of the fucking Australian desert, like the middle of it, and drop him there and fucking literally just die out there.
Picture if that was done to a female family member, some girl you knew, a friend of the family, your friend's kid, right? Your friend's mom, some weirdos doing that. That's fucking terrible.
They're not even going to deport him.
Oh, hell no. They're going to give him a medal. They let him out. This is fucking Australia. Sick. Yeah, these countries are totally insane. Sad. The people are great, right? And great people there and stuff. And wonderful landscape and history. But the mindset and their laws, they're like their two-tier police systems are disgusting. And their suicidal tendencies to exist as a people or a nation is just fucking suicidal in general. And they let this guy go. What does that say to other perverts, right? Hey, you can go, what do they call it? Upskirting. So it's actually a thing.
Yep.
Like a plush.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah, just like a plushophile. See how sick this world's getting? What's up, crew? What's going on? He's glad to be home. Crew's home. You listen to this, man. This pervert right here, this dude is going around taking pictures of a bunch of women in bathrooms, traumatizing him. He gets no jail time at all. Saying he went in there and he used the transgender thing. That helped him too on his defense also.
Yeah. And who wouldn't be fucking like slightly traumatized or have like urinal PTSD if you knew your video before you walked up to it?
Oh yeah, now it becomes political though, right? Because he put the trans, it's trans, right? Little transition.
That's infuriating.
So he was very smart. Let me tell you, it's a smart pervert. Here's why. He knew to put the trans thing on there, and he knew he'd be all set. And he put that wasn't the only issue. It's he's also a migrant, right?
Yeah, this has been automatic deportation.
And they feel bad for perverts who act like they got mental problems. Any pervert, I'm a pervert because my mommy hit me with a frying pan, and I feel bad.
Now I think my penis is a vagina, right?
Yeah, it's really infuriating. He got away, and
it's disgusting. It's disgusting. It fucking makes me want to freak out and pitch a table, bro. Come on.
We'll be reading about him in the future.
Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. Village justice with torches, man, set on fire in the street.
Yeah, we'll see him again on here. They always reoffend. They can't just stop. I'll get help.
Well, how about a good old instant karma? You fucked with the wrong employee today video that we like. We'll take our mind off the nasty thing that pisses us off, and we'll watch this hillbilly try to run a Walmart employee over with a cart, and then the Walmart employee knocked the redneck out. Check it out.
What is this? Wow.
Let's start it over. Look, he's going to ram him. Let's start it over. He rams him, right? He rams the Walmart employee.
Wow, that's
they try to hold him back. Oh, he gets away. Ready? And he's unconscious.
You can't do that to people. You can't be. Listen, when you're in public, you got to treat people like you want to be treated. You don't assault people.
And don't assume that somebody smaller than you
spit in his face.
Your face.
He spit in his face. Watch, run that back. He spit in his face.
I will run it back. You got it.
Well, that's terrible. I don't care if he was an asshole employee, right?
You're right. It does look like he spit at him. You're right. Yeah. It sure did. No wonder dude became on hand for that. I'll stab you for that. You spit on me, I might set you on fire in full view of a camera.
That's assault when you spit in someone's face. Watch. He spit. See? He spit in his face right there. That's what set him off.
Look,
you can't do people. That's what you deserve. That instant karma. Number one, if somebody I've dealt with asshole store people. I've never once gotten a fight with one or assaulted one, right? You just walk away if they're a jerk, right? You don't spit at them. He even was arguing. He even got away with ramming the guy. He even let him ram him, and the other guy had him. But once he spit, that's why he broke from that guy and went at the top two.
I don't blame him either. That's the ultimate foul shit, bro. That'll get you killed. You spit on a man, that'll get you fucking killed, bro. That's why I would reasonable and like if I am in public, I might fuck around and do some dumb shit if you spit on me.
If someone's gonna spit on me, I'm gonna fight with how you doing, Bella?
Yeah.
What's up? I'm gonna fight with them immediately if you're gonna spit on me. And I'm not somebody who gets in any public fights. I get along with everybody, right? Treat people with respect. Wherever I go, hold the door for whoever's behind me. If someone spit on me, we're fighting. We're fighting immediately.
Yeah, immediately.
I don't care who's there, neither the cops.
Well, right. That's why I said I might do some shit in
church.
Just smile, exactly, too.
Even in church, even in church, I'm beating you up. You spit at me in church, I'm beating you up. Oh, God will look over me and be happy. Right? I am not. No, this guy was an asshole. They probably had a disagreement on something. You know, calling each other names, whatever. Maybe the Walmart guy should have known a little better and walked away. But then the guy rammed him. Then he rammed him with the cop. After that, they start yelling, and then he spits at him, and then he knocks him out.
And that's all over with. That's all over with. Yeah, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have blamed him for shanking him for that shit. Yeah, I'd have been like, yep.
Yeah, he lost his mind. Like someone spit in your face, man. It could have a disease. It's just that's it.
You tell it. I blacked out, Your Honor.
Let someone get away with that. If you let somebody get away with spitting on you, you are going to be a coward your whole life.
Yeah, you lose that little bit of your pride. You'll never get it back.
No.
So check this out. These people found or discovered this guy at a restaurant having dinner with his anime pillow.
What the fuck? I thought his wife was going to
look. He's kissing her. Look.
He's doing that for streaming, probably.
I don't, bro. We've seen these freaks with these dolls and shit. I don't know. I'm just saying it's possible. Look, there it is. There's his anime thing, and then look, there he is. Look at that shit.
Oh my God! I've heard about them falling in love with anime dolls. I've heard that before in pillows. I've heard about
it's a plushophile.
But I don't know if this is a prank or is it real, right? But because I know they're real, they do exist. But who took this video?
Yeah, well, I mean, as far as that goes,
they do exist, and I believe
there's really no way to tell if this was staged or not. I can say that yes, we can just say that whether it is or not, these people exist, and if this is real, then holy fucking shit.
And I bet you there's people that will do this, and he's not hurting nobody. He's a sicko, but technically he's just sitting there with an item. He's kissing an item that he bought. If you really get taken out to us, he's a total perverted psycho who would.
And we know what's going to happen later based on our research.
Yes, exactly. But these tech bastards would be like, you know what? He's got an item right there. You know what I mean? Like it's just an item. It's like putting your face on a face cloth. You wash your face with a napkin, right? Well, yeah. Well, he bought that napkin. He also purchased this big piece of cotton wrapped in cloth. Right, it's like he's gonna fornicate with it later.
And as long as he doesn't do that in public, see, this goes by what you're saying that he's not doing nothing gross. And there's people out there that do that nasty, gross shit with their plushes. So at least this plushophile is keeping it G-rated, PG-rated in public.
Now, right? This is the first movie. It's called Here Are the Plushophiles, right? This is part
this
one.
This is just the first movie.
Yes, Revenge of the Plushophiles is when he actually fornicates.
Right, when you only see the front part of it and he's behind it. Yeah, no doubt.
Then the third one's the pillow fights back, where the pillow gets him arrested. He gets caught and does time in prison. And then the fifth one's my asshole got ripped open by a shank. And that's the last movie.
If the fourth one's when he goes to prison, the fifth one's just the repeat. He gets out and he does it all over again.
Yeah. They let him out and give him an award as a pervert, global homo, because that's what goes down. That's why they let that other guy go, the upskirt dude.
Oh man,
global homo.
It's so fucking pissed off.
It's always global homo. And people are like, what is global homo? It's all this shit that's been pumped in the West the last fucking 60 fucking years of perversions, phenoikisms, and all that kind of weird shit like this guy. All kinds of sexual deviance and perversions pushed through the media, TV, everywhere. That's why you have motherfuckers like this. They made little cartoon characters with breasts. What the fuck?
I know.
They made them look little sexual characters, man.
Yeah, they make them bang animals and all that weird shit. Yeah. And then they sell the dragon phalluses. It's gross.
Listen, these weirdos would have to live in fantasy like they did years ago, right? They'd have to just dream it and never do it. Now they
Yes.
Because these people probably always exist who had fucking weird fantasies for their pillow in their room, and no one knew about it, right?
Yeah, of course. We've talked about this before. Like there's always been a certain percentage of the population. The population has grown, and the number of cameras have grown with it. So there's just as many on average of these psychos, but because there's more people, we've got more of them. Yeah.
Yes, and the degeneracy of these psychos are like nothing we haven't seen.
No, it's getting more intense. Yes. It has gotten way more brazen and intense. Yes, it has.
Look at this guy, dude. This guy is probably in his 20s, right?
Sure.
Probably like 24, 25 years old, kissing a fucking pillow of a little cartoon girl and buying it a Slim Jim and having sitting there in front of everybody. Now, this could be a prank, but these people do exist.
Yes, they do.
And there's guaranteed people who've done this. If this guy's probably real. Who knows? They exist. So it's amazing. There's people that do. That's just wow. And I bet he's somebody successful. Wow. He's probably somebody with a lot of money too. He's probably some doctor or something. Look at the other guy upskirt was a doctor. He's a little.
He was in college to be a doctor. Yeah, he was there in Australia from another.
So he was no dummy. And he pulled the transmission fucking thing in court. He was no dummy.
And it made no sense. It made no sense. Like, who gives a fuck if you're weird about your gender and unsure about your gender? How does fucking upskirting women, unassuming women, and watching them pee, how does that give you any information on your gender? What the fuck are you talking about?
It has nothing to do with your gender.
Nothing.
It has to do with you putting a camera and invading someone's privacy. It doesn't matter if you were straight, gay, transmission, whatever you want to call that degenerate sodomite stuff, right? It's not about that. It's about you taking your hand and putting it under a fucking skirt, you sick bastard.
Yeah, a lot of these people, they put the little cameras, they tie them to the front of their shoes, and they'll get on escalators and walk around the mall and stuff like that, and they put the shit online.
Yeah, that's beyond pillow talk for Val, ain't it? Yeah, real pillow talk. That's sick. Pillow talk. Everyday scenes from my balcony in Kolkata.
It's in Kolkata, India. We're going to have a little bit of village justice. We like these videos, so I figured we'll watch another one this week. Check this out. This guy is fucking banging cars with rocks and paint and shit, and then he gets dealt with.
Ooh, wow. That's so dangerous. He could have killed that motherfucker.
Big rocks to the windshields, dude. And then this car's like, okay, motherfucker, I got you.
Whoa. Those boulders he was throwing could have killed those guys. You know that, right? Like, I could have killed them. Yeah, they're beating them now. Hell yeah. Well, listen, those boulders.
That's one of the cops. Look at that fucking baton he's beating that guy with.
Yeah, I wish I had that thing. That's pretty cool. I hang it on my wall.
You got him tied up in rope.
Well, he had to be a total psycho, right? If you're standing on the main road.
Look, he got away. And they're going to catch him. He got away. Let's watch this over again. I'm listening to you. You go ahead and narrate. I'm listening to you.
Look how crazy that was, how big that rock was. You know how dangerous that is?
Huge. He smashed the windshield.
He's trying to get the front windshield to kill them. You know how dangerous that is? Or if you got someone in the passenger seat, that thing comes through and hits. That's killing whoever it hits. So he just did it.
That cop pulls a giant baton, this giant metal baton. He beats the shit out of this dude, and then he ties him up and throws him in the car, but the guy escapes. I can't wait to see it again. Here we go. He's roped up. They tied him in yellow rope. We're going into the fucking car. Look at him. There he goes. He escapes. He's going. The cop's chasing him.
Where's the Benny Hill music? We need Benny Hill music. Benny fucking Hill music when he's running. Man, that's classic. He got out of the car. This guy's a sick
fucking car.
Because he's got 3 attempted murders right there, throwing big rocks like that at somebody's fucking front windshield. You can kill the driver and other people if it crashes. He's on the run. There's the Benny Hill music. Look at that. Wow. I just get his ass.
Somebody stopped on a motorcycle and pinned him into the wall so they could get him again. Oh, look, now they hog tied him front ways, left to the legs and shit.
You got to. How else are you going to control a psycho like that? Look what he's doing. Those boulders. Roll that back one set. Yeah, look at those boulders, man.
Yeah, we'll go back again. Yeah, look at that.
These are big boulders.
I got you, bro. Hang on.
He's aiming for the driver's windshield. If that goes through any part of your windshield, it's ricocheting.
Yeah, it's as big as his head.
Yes, it's going to hit you somewhere if it gets in your car. If it hits you in the face or the chest, you're in your face.
Dude, those cars are going 40, 50 miles an hour. Yeah, look, it's a major road. Ooh!
The only way you could survive a hit from that, if it's a ricochet off the seat, hit you in the leg or the arm, and then you're going to still crash and survive the crash. That's attempted murder. If you go out right now,
bro, I do not want to get hit with one of those metal batons, dude.
Oh, that's going to hurt. Listen, if you go out right now and throw a big rock at a fucking car on the highway, you're getting hit with attempted murder or something crazy, trying to kill someone.
Yeah, they got these weird charges, say like missile in them and shit like that too. I've seen those.
Yeah, I
love this part. I love this. That guy got out of that rope and ran.
He was fast too.
Oh yeah. They got him by the shirt. They pinned him in on a motorcycle.
He was a little
his fucking feet.
And he was hit with a baton, but his he was already nuts. His adrenaline was running already.
Yeah, man.
He was wild, that dude.
That was amazing.
Yeah, that dude was wild. He was fast. He was, like I said, to be throwing rocks like that, he had to be really pissed. He probably was acting crazy before that. It's not like he just went off, started throwing rocks. He was probably arguing with other people, fighting with people, or on drugs, high, on something. Because anybody tossing big rocks like that, you got to know you can kill somebody. And somebody can lose their life. Somebody can lose their life real fast throwing big boulders like that at cars. That's dangerous.
Oh, yeah. Vin says, they beat his ass all night long. Oh, for sure. This dude got beat the shit out of when they got back to wherever he was going to.
For sure.
That baton's huge. That's why I said I do not want to get hit with a baton in India, dude. That thing looked fierce. He was hitting him in the fucking top of the head and the arm.
I'd like to have that baton. That's probably awesome.
Yeah.
Look what Jason said about the teenage kids. Yeah, me and my little friends did that when we were real little kids, threw rocks over overpasses. Thank God we never hurt nobody. Had teenage kids throwing bullet over the overpass. Yeah, that's nuts. Dude died. Yeah, throwing rocks is no joke. People can die, especially how that guy was running right up to the car, trying to throw it through your front windshield. Now, if you've got two passengers, someone's dying. Someone's getting hit right in the face or the butt, chest.
It's a good point, too, that you mentioned that he was literally releasing the rock like inches from the car when it was going.
Yeah.
He was like basically smashing it into the windshield while they were going 50. Yeah, for sure, bro.
Yes.
He wasn't just like tossing it, from a distance. He was smashing it directly into there. Yeah.
Yeah, with all his might aiming. He was aiming. Right? Like,
I'm gonna grab it. We got a few more, but I'm gonna grab a smoke real quick.
Yeah, folks, he wasn't just hitting the side of the cars. Noticed every car he hit, he tried to get the front of it, but he don't just have the quickness and the reaction to catch it on time. Those cars are going real fast, right? And he's probably high. So when he tries to throw it, he's a little far behind, so he just didn't catch it right and go through the windshield like he wanted. If he would have thrown those rocks a second or two earlier, he would have hit that, or if he was a little bit faster with his wind up, he would have hit them perfectly. And God forbid, thank God it didn't happen, he would have killed them people. Right? Well, that's funny though. He got beat though. I'm glad. Jay said, Bella, glad you're doing well. Yeah, glad you're doing good, Bella. Jason too. Kumel said no pillow talk. A real pillow talk. That's sick too, man. Picture having some fucking older dude with a pillow. Yeah, can you lower that music a little? I gotta speak louder.
Oh yeah, no, hang on, I got you, bro. Yeah. being with your daughter and like your wife and kids and seeing that guy making out with a pillow for sure. That's crazy, man.
Well, what do you explain? Yeah, then the kid's gonna be traumatized, and then you're gonna explain that to the kid, like what that, you know, because the kid with daddy, what is that, you know? If I was with my godsons when they were little, if they seen that, they'd be like, "What is that?" Well, you know, what are you gonna? You can't explain that to them. So you're gonna be like, "Ah, just some guy with a, you know, who knows? Just a weirdo, just a weird person, right?" What do you say? You can't explain that to a kid, right? Kids ask everything, right? Like my godsons when they were little, they would fucking, "What's that? What's that? Well, what is that? What's that called? What's that?" They would ask them.
All of them, bro. That's all of them when they're little. What's that? What's that?
Yeah, all little kids. Yeah, yeah. Yep. Why? Yeah. Cleveland, what's up, man? How you doing, bro? Yeah, little kids are always like that. So never mind having all right, two of those little kids like that going in the store, and there's this dude sitting there eating with his pillow and then kissing it. You'd have to make up some lie and say the guy's mentally, oh, that's true, mentally ill.
Yeah,
You just say he's mentally ill.
Not all there, yeah.
Yeah, he's not all there. You can't say that's his friend or act like it's a real person, right? That's just weird. What a sick person, man. What if his parents know? And how does his parents feel that their son sits in a fucking store with a pillow, kissing it, and most likely fornicating?
You're like the guy that did his car. Remember they talked to his dad, and his poor dad found out it was a boy car too.
Yeah. Oh, listen what Greg said. I knew a woman that was unalived. Kids threw a rock over an overpath, went through the windshield. Wow. Yeah, I never knew nobody that died or got hit that, but I was one of them little kids when I was little, like 7, 8 years old. Me and my little friends would do that as kids. Thank God we never hurt no. The worst that happened, I seen a car swerve. We made a car swerve one time. And as I was older, I always got nervous about that. I always thought, thank God, like, what's stupid? Like, we didn't think we were going to hurt nobody. We just thought, hey, let's break a windshield or like hit a car. It would be funny, right? You don't think somebody can die. You can kill somebody. You know, we were hidden behind fucking trees and far away, but still, you can kill someone, man. You don't think of that shit. That's fucking nuts.
Well, check
this fucking. I only think times as a 7-year-old, 8-year-old. I wouldn't do that when I was a teenager, like 14, 15.
Right, you had more sense by then, right? Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. No, that stage was gone. I was only a little mischievous for like that, like 7, 8, 9, 10. I grew out of it around 11, 12. No more snowballing, no more throwing rocks at cars. But you don't think that shit. You don't think that rock's going to kill someone. Now, that guy was trying to kill people. Like that.
Yeah, no, he was totally out of it. Totally mentally.
He wasn't a drunk guy who was in the woods throwing rocks over trees and they were landing in the street hitting cars, right? He wasn't that. He was a dude running up and fucking smashing cars. What's this?
Well, this is another great little road rage. So the white car on the left is all pissed off. And they're going to run this fucking minivan off the road and then attack the driver with a knife. Check this shit out. Oh, but he ends up getting it, dude. The dude in the minivan gets out with a shovel. Check this out. Watch.
Hold on. Look. I didn't see it.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I got you.
No, I didn't get the strike. No, I beat the strike, but I didn't get the video back yet. But it should be coming back shortly. Wow, look at that.
Dude, he went, look, now he's got a fucking big knife.
Whoa. What the fuck?
He's trying to stomp it. It's all icy. Look, this guy went and got his shovel out of the back.
Smart. I'd rather have a
he's
shovel.
Running. Guy with the knife's running.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Shovel would kill somebody with a shovel. You know, you swing that thing, you got the distance, you can hit him in the head. If he gets close in with the knife, he can get you if he gets close in.
He's so lucky that van didn't.
He's going to rush the guy with the shovel immediately. Rush the guy with the shovel, straight on frontal attack. Put your arm up to block the shovel and get him. The guy with the shovel should come down hard, real hard with his shovel and crack him just like that. Just keep
If I
going.
can be honest, yeah, if that dude would have tripped and laid down, I wouldn't have even swung it like down like a bludgeoning instrument. I would have started trying to stick him with it. That's me.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to kill him. Probably, I'd want to like hit him with the end that's gonna knock him the fuck out because I know they'd probably hit me with murder and call me some kind of nutcase, right? So I would just fucking knock him out. Keep that knife away. If I had to kill him, I would, because I'm not gonna die. It's self-defense, right? But if I got him beat on the ground, I'm not gonna kill him. I'm not gonna hit him with the end that's gonna kill him, though, because I know they'll hit me with murder, right? But was this just road rage?
I mean, either way, he tried to run him off the road, did run him off the road, and attacked him with a knife. So there was some crazy shit going on the road.
See, that's how outlandish for road rage, man. No, I didn't see it. Shout out to Spike Cult. I don't have Rumble like that. I miss all that stuff. This guy's fucking nuts.
Totally out of his mind.
He jumps on that guy's hood of his car with a knife like a fucking
chimp. He's slipping on the ice on the top of it, shit, trying to stomp around. Like, what are you doing, dude?
I wonder why he wanted to do that, Dick. That could have been just over you cut me over or cut me off. Like, there's no way that's just you cut me off.
Maybe he owed him money, banged his sister.
There's a whole story behind that. Yeah, there's a whole story behind that. You better believe it. You better believe the whole story.
Check, this is just fucking hilarious. I thought this was funny, so I figured I'd play this week.
Simple question: is this weed good or bad? And they're like, "Oh, that weed's 83% THC," and it's like, I didn't ask that question. Did I ask you send this shit to Ancestry.com? No. Is it good or bad? They go, whoa, it's a sativa, so it'll probably wake you up. And it's like, don't lie to me, bro. That's the lie we told the government to get this shit legal so you could have a job. Weed doesn't wake you up. I've never been tired in the morning like, man, I'm pretty groggy. Let me smoke 3 blunts back to back. No, that's cocaine, all right? They'll say, oh, indica will put you to sleep. If you've ever smoked a hybrid satindica, that's when you're awake and asleep at the same time. That's Ambien, bitch. Don't. Simple question, is this weed good?
I think that shit's fucking hilarious, bro. You go into the weed stores, those people are all like that, man. They just want to tell you the percentage of the weed anymore, the THC, tell you all the basic shit. It's too funny.
Yeah. Village Food, what's up, bro? What's going down? I'll come see you soon, brother. Assalamu alaikum, man.
I'll definitely make me salami. Yeah.
Salami, eh? I was in Virginia before. They gave me a fucking Italian grind. They called it Italian sub, and it had bologna on it, ham. They have no salami down there at all. They might have like a Subway or something, but back then they didn't have Subways there. But this lady made me an Italian grinder, dude, with fucking bologna on it, cheese, ham. I was like, what is this? There was mayonnaise on it. I didn't eat it. I swear to God.
It's like, I'll burn this fucking place to the ground, I swear to God.
I wasn't rude to her, but I was just like, this is not an Italian grind. Like, we call them subs. I'm like, well, this is Italians don't have bologna in it. Well, like, and mayonnaise. Like,
yeah, or mayonnaise, exactly.
And this is back in like the 90s, but I'll never forget that. It was a snow. I was at a little like mom and pop shop in Virginia, right? Like,
yeah, I got you.
Dead after dog falls 13 floors. On a series of dog which fell 13th floor balcony.
Yeah, so this is fucking crazy, dude. Apparently, so if you go to Buenos Aires, apparently when you're in like the more metro part of the town, there's these signs everywhere near taller buildings, and it just has a picture of an upside down dog, and it's got like these wavy lines above it. And this article explains why that is. Apparently in 1988, a fucking poodle fell out of off the 13th floor, right? Off a balcony.
Kill somebody. Yeah.
When the dog, which fell from 13th floor balcony, triggered 3 deaths in a row in central Buenos Aires. The dog, a poodle named Chachi, hit 75-year-old Martin Espina on her head, and both the woman and the dog died instantly. Edith Sola, 46, died on the spot when knocked down by a bus while standing in the middle of the street at the edge of a crowd that had gathered to watch the scene.
Jesus, where's Joni and Chachi?
Then an unidentified man who saw both incidents happen suffered a heart attack and died.
Gee, that's so poor bastards. Chachi's a son of a bitch. Wonder why Joni cheated on him.
What an insane fucking chain of events, right? The dog falls 13 floors, kills an old lady because it lands on her head. Then a woman that's standing there looking at what happened gets run over by a bus. The dude that sees both the ladies die has a heart attack and died. What the fuck?
Fucking, what's up, Mike? Chachi. Oh, what's up with Chachi? Chachi caused a lot of trouble that day. I don't know if the Fonz knew what Chachi was up to, but yeah, that is a crazy chain of events. Wow. Yeah. Dog falls. Yeah, that's a weapon, right? Of an animal falls. How much that dog weigh? 30 pounds, right?
Even if it was a small one, yeah, go with 30 to 50 pounds. We'll go with something in the middle. Sure,
I would say
some big poodles.
Yeah, there are some big poodles, but usually on 13th floor, you're not going to have a big poodle. So let's go with 35 to 30 pounds.
Sure.
And 35 is pushing it. A 35 pounds hitting anybody, never mind an elderly woman, is killing her. And the dog instantly. Joni loves Chachi. Yeah, Joni doesn't love this Chachi caused a lot of problems. R.I.P. Edith and all the other people. This was some dark humor and some like really crazy like chain of events. I'll tell you that.
Insane chain of events, man. One gets taken out by the dog. One's watching, gets hit by it. What the fuck was the bus driver thinking, right? What do you mean she got ran over by a bus? The fucking bus didn't see the crowd, didn't see the lady in the street. Goddamn.
Maybe he was keeping his eye on there and wasn't paying attention and hit him. Yeah, Fonzo's jumping the shark. Chachi jumped the fucking whatever the balcony.
Yeah, 4 souls were lost that day, no doubt, bro. Insane, man. Insane. But yeah, so apparently all through Buenos Aires, though, that's why there are literally signs on the street with a picture of an upside down dog with wavy lines over it, so everybody looks up and then get hit by a fallen dog. That's too much.
Wow, Chachi.
All right.
Easy.
We're going to do just a couple of the better stories we covered in our first year real quick, just in honor of those. We're going to play a couple quick rounds of Guess That Crime, and then we're going to go watch the movie. But I am going to play a couple of these shorts from our first year of some of our more crazy things that we've seen. Let's start with the lady that ate the fucking cat.
I remember her. Yeah, she was a psycho.
She walks outside, stomps the cat to death, and then starts eating it.
What the severe?
Not on drugs.
Not on drugs even.
Bro, when the cops got there, she had fur in her mouth. We don't stomp animals to death, and we don't eat them while they're basically alive and warm with the fur on them. That's funny. Carol says she still looks like she has some in her mouth. She
does, though.
I know. Her cheeks are all puffed out.
Yeah, she's eating popcorn or something, or, you know.
Insane.
Hit like on that. You gotta go back and hit like on that video. Go back and hit like.
Oh, I'm not signed in right now.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I just pulled up the channel real quick.
All right.
But yeah, that lady walked out, stomped the cat to death, and then fucking ate
I remember most of these people. I remember most of these, I believe. I remember Kazdorf the Destroyer.
Yeah, that one was classic. We can play that one real quick just because it's classic. That was one of our first ones. Kazdorf the Destroyer. He's a spray paint huffer. Him and his mom got into a confrontation at their suburban Charleston home. And hold on, this thing, it wasn't showing the fucking Kazdorf the Destroyer. He's a spray paint huffer. Him and his mom got into a confrontation at their suburban Charleston home, and he hit her in the spatula.
Yeah, he looks like Lionel from Thunder.
He does look like Michael. Hilarious. He does look like that. The tweaked out like bum version. Yeah, that just like woke up in a trash can. Or like the most evil Ronald McDonald ever. Like the junkie Ronald McDonald shows up to the birthday party like, hey kids, tell that bitch mom shut the fuck up, bring me some cake.
Fucking whack.
Fucking mom's a bitch.
That's funny. That guy was crazy looking.
Dude, he was totally fucking crazy looking. This one was funny too. You almost fucking killed me and made me spit out my drink when we were watching this guy.
Which one? This character might alive. Hey, you guys.
This guy here in Ohio, he got caught. He got naked in a parking lot and slipped his thing through the grill of a van and started humping that.
Wow. EP Mark. Yeah, look at him. He was just bit by a caterpillar. He's all puffed up with allergies. Why would he bang a red man grill? That is like the most bizarre thing.
The witness reported that Michael Henson, he's 35, an Ohio man.
Ohio Henson
says he placed his penis in the front grill of the van and began humping it as if he was having
sex with a van. Sex with a van.
Well, apparently he did what he needed to do because it said that he communed with the van for a while before passing out in a nearby yard.
So he screwed the van and then went and slept in the back.
And then went to sleep in somebody's yard.
Fornicating with a van and passing out.
My God. Too much, dude.
That's disgusting. Wow. These people are sick.
Florida cops have released an image of the glassy-eyed victim of the notorious Walmart masturbator. As seen in the above evidence photo, the brown, tan, and red stuffed horse was allegedly used Tuesday by Sean Johnson, 19, as he pleasured himself inside the store in Brooksville.
He's weird looking. He looks like he'd burn a school down. Looks like he would do some real bad stuff.
He took it from the toy aisle, went to the comforter aisle in the houseware section, proceeded to pull out his genitals, and proceeded to hump the stuffed horse, utilizing short, fast movements.
What do you think he's thinking in this picture? I should have never watched Mr. Ed.
Yeah, life's over.
Yeah, life's over. Picture him being known in your town as the guy who fornicated with a stuffed animal.
Florida cops have released it. Oh my God.
Imagine, he looked like a school shooter, like a psycho. He looks like look how angry that kid looked, too.
Yeah.
He's a sick bastard. Right, what a psycho, man.
This was a good one. This one was classic. Kilt-wearing Texas man today pleaded guilty to taking merchandise from antique stores and shoving the items up his rectum, ready? Before returning them to the shelves.
Wow.
So he didn't just put them in his butt to steal them. He put them in his butt and then pulled them out and put them back on the fucking shelf for somebody else to touch with their hands.
Chemical warfare to get people sick, probably, or something. Maybe it's a fetish. I don't know, but this grown dude is sticking.
60 years old.
So what a shame. This is someone's grandfather.
60 years old to criminal mischief in connection with vile incidents. That's his charge. One place he put a makeup brush and a restoration hardware piece in his rectum before placing it back on the shelf. And then the other one, then he went to another place called the Curiosity Shop. That's pretty fitting. And it says put an antique bottle opener and a tobacco tent can in his anus.
What if somebody touched it and got sick and died? Could he be charged with that?
Oh, I mean, you'd think, right? Kilt wear. Dude.
See how they put shame on their whole family.
Of course.
See what I said about imagine being his grandchild. Like that. They bring shame on their whole family when they do this shit.
Yeah, this shit, we've been saying this stuff.
This fucking piece that I knew.
Police are seeking the public's help in identifying a suspected serial masturbator who publicly pleasures himself while this identity fit.
What a sick fucking.
He literally walks right up outside the windows and the doors, peeking in, dressed like a ninja, and this right there. Like,
what a disgusting man.
this is out the front door of this person's home. This is not in the backyard. This is not in the side yard. This is on the street outside this lady's fucking front door. Dude, it says he's even wearing rubberized 5-toe ninja shoes.
So this whole thing gets him off being like a ninja and
I guess so. It's gotta be if he's wearing the shoes and everything, right? Look at him! Look at him! Look! Not to be outdone, boy. He's putting that shit in the lock of the door, boy. He's like, "What's up? Don't act like you're not impressed."
Yeah, this is my problem. I can touch it if I want to.
Dude, I mean,
is this fun?
Sick.
And people like that are willing to do that stuff in public are very dangerous. He's gonna, God forbid, R somebody one day.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, he's going to go from ninja outside to ninja inside. Yep.
Imagine having to want to dress up like a fucking character and go touch yourself at some place. That's weird, man. That's so weird.
And you're out front, too, not even in the backyard. And you're just like, hey, what's up?
These people are like the peak of sexual degeneracy. Besides Weimar, Germany, this is the worst.
This is the word. All right, last one.
Yes, it's like Weimar and like Rome, old Rome, like the last years of the Roman Empire.
Last one, and then we'll go play our game and then head over for the movie. Here we go.
Oh,
Dude man walking along in interstate New Jersey was using a sex toy on himself when his public pleasure. What's that?
Oh no, just go ahead.
My dude's like, I'm sorry, I just vomited in my mouth a little bit. Go ahead. All right, so this is a nude man walking along an interstate in New Jersey was using a sex toy on himself when his public pleasure session was interrupted by police yesterday. When he was approached by 2 patrolmen, he stood up and pulled an object out of his rectum. Then he tossed the sex toy over his shoulder and tried to walk away.
What the hell?
That's a hell of a hobo basket. I mean,
what did he have? A broom?
Just a big old nasty dildo. It says he was pleasuring himself in view of passing automobiles. He was also in possession of a digital camera. He told police that he liked to get naked and his intention was to film himself.
What a sick bastard. Look at that little alfalfa hair popping.
You know what, bro? Judging by the things he had in his hand, if he put his hands in his hair, it's probably more like something about Mary hair.
Yeah. Something about Mary. Oh my God, look at that hair, dude. You're right.
That's definitely some different kind of hair gel he's got going.
What a sick bastard, man. These guys are fucking dangerous, man. These people, you know how many people there are like this in society?
Enough to keep our show going every week.
They're fucking everywhere, man. These guys.
Totally fucking sick, man.
Illegal immigrant alien, possession of drugs, paraphernalia, unlawful use of a weapon, violating a protective order. I'll give the protective order to the Spanish guy.
All right, here, hang on. Let's tell everybody, because we do have a lot of new people here. Let's tell everybody real quick. So when we play Guess the Crime, we're going to have 5 pictures. We're going to have 5 crimes. And MRE, and unless he asks everybody for help, is going to try and pin these on here. I'm going to add my 2 cents. But for the most part, I'm going to be moving these pieces around on the board. So if you have guesses about what these people are, you want to try and influence MRE at all, put yours in there. Put your guess in there. All right, so we're going to go with which one did you want to go with first?
What's up, Teresa? Violent and protective order, the Spanish guy, the chubby Spanish guy.
Oh, okay, I got you. Here we go. All right.
Chubby Spanish dude. Illegal immigrant is going to be the Rastafarian guy.
Okay, number 2. All right, let's go with illegal immigrant to him.
Unlawful use as a weapon is going to be the white guy.
All right, there we go.
Switch it up on us probably. Driving with a revoked license, we're going to give it to orange black guy.
Okay, and then we'll give possession to the guy in the end.
It's a little rapper looking kid. Looks like he's on a rap video.
All right, here we go. 1 out of 5. Let's see, who did we get though? Oh, driving with a revoked license. So possession of drug paraphernalia was the white guy. Unlawful use of a weapon was Rasta. Illegal immigrant was on the nose with the Mexican dude.
Yeah, that's how they flip it.
Yeah.
All right. Santa Pat, Pappy Claus right there. Then we got I'm Little Miss Teenager, I do everything wrong. Then we got Black Girls Very Mad. Then we got White Girls Got a Funny Face. Then Happy Little White Girl Smiling who just stole something. She looks she's on meth.
And we've got
what do we got?
more serious charges in this one too.
Yeah, fell registered as a sex offender. We're gonna go with Pappy on that one, but they might flip it and throw it to a girl.
Yeah.
Meth trafficking is gonna be meth trafficking is gonna be the young girl. Yeah, her.
On the end?
No.
Number 2.
Yeah, meth trafficking.
All right.
Attempted murder is going to be the we're going to go with the black chick. Attempted murder.
All
looks
right.
like she's angry. She looks like she wants to whip someone's ass. Aggravated stalking is the little Amish girl.
Number 4.
Yeah,
that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this one, yeah, she stole a gun and she's retarded.
All right, let's lock it in. Let's see.
I'll get 1 out of the 5.
Oh. Oh,
yeah,
that was a good round. The one on the end, the fucking register, that's crazy.
I thought I was going with Pappy Santa Claus.
I agreed with you on that, on the Pappy one, and I also agreed with you on the Amish girl for aggravated stalking. She's got that look in her eyes, dude.
Yes, she's got. I just dated Corey Feldman for 6 months, and Corey did bad things to me on the tour. Yeah, she does. Attempted murder. I knew she was. I just shot a bitch last week in Baltimore.
She looks mad and mean. Yep.
Yeah, she looks. She's pissed, right? Like, yeah, I just smoked that bitch. So what, right?
All right. Well, yeah, that was a direct flip, dude, between Pappy and the one on the end. They're the ones that caught each other's
That's
charges.
where I lost. Yeah, I nailed the other tree, but I fucked up with Pappy and the sex offender. The registered sex offender. Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
All right, we'll do one more.
All right. Decent exposure. Look at these heads. We got we got Hooters boy right there. They've got Adam 22. Look like he's gonna take off and fly with big
He
hair.
does look like that. But bro, speaking of holy heads, look at this guy in number 4. Look at the melon on this fucking dude.
Yeah, look at the other guy sleeping. The corpse.
Yeah, he's got
Looks
an
like-
8 head.
The guy next to him's a corpse. Look at that.
She looks
corpse.
like a witch.
Yeah, she wants to be the witches of Eastwick or something. That guy looks.
But
like
yeah, you're right about the guy on the end. He looked dead.
He looks like Tutankhamun's mummy. Look, he's
He looks dead as fuck. Yeah, he does.
He's mummified. Looks
Yeah.
like Gina Soprano.
Yeah,
He's
bro.
a weirdo. What a fucking psycho.
He's like dead white.
Yeah, he's fucking weird. All right, let's go with all right, we got driving under the influence. Who looks drunk here? Obviously, I'm gonna go with the mummy as the drunk.
I mean, yeah, I agree with. He's the one that looks fucking sauced dead.
Yeah, he can hardly see. Tutankhamun over here.
If it's not him, maybe it's Wino Mommy. I don't know, but she looks scary, dude. We also have an indecent exposure on the board.
Okay, we're gonna give that to Hooters. A decent exposure is going to Hooter.
All right, let's give that to the witch lady. And
No,
then we
no,
got
Hooters. Hooters, the dude on the all the way to
the
end.
guy with the Hooters shirt. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
yes,
gotcha.
yes. Hooters shirt. Yes. Sexual cyber harassment. We're gonna go with the big-eared son of a bitch who's gonna take flight. Like little Reese says, we're gonna take flight. No, not him. The big ears. We can't see his ears. It's all curls.
Oh, you're okay. Well, that's because you called him a different name. I thought you said big.
He looks
head,
like he
right?
looks like a Ron. He looks like a Ron Jeremy fucking creep with his big fucking hair from the 70s. Attempted murder is going to the bitch, the crazy bitch with the eyes.
Let's go with it. I'll go with.
I
I'll go
shot
along
him.
with that.
I shot him. He looked at another woman. Okay. And failure read the sex offender. We're gonna go with Uncle Theo right here. Uncle Theo. Uncle
All
Theo.
right.
Who touches
Just
people.
Why is it stick? Do what you're told.
I got some out of this one. Watch.
We got 2.
I got 2. All right.
She was attempted murder. You nailed that.
I got the attempted murder, but not
All
the
right.
drunk.
You got the sexual cyber harasser too, the freak with the big ears.
Yeah, they tricked us out with the fucking mummy sleeping on duty.
He got the sex offender one. Yeah, man.
I should have known. He looks like a Freddy Krueger type.
Big head showing people things that they don't want to see.
Yeah, Uncle Theo's whipping his pee-pee out at fucking Pecan Fibby's house on Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
nobody's there but Kyle
I'm
and
gonna stick
Dave.
my dick in the mashed potatoes.
And nobody's there but Kyle and Dave. That's
all right. Well, I guess let's give one to the chat before we take off and go to the movie. I guess let's let them vote on one real quick.
Yeah.
All right, one more for the chat.
What the fuck is look at Sling Blade. Look at Sling Blade as a transmission Sling Blade number 1. Look at it looks like Sling Blade. Holy shit. Little Greta Thunberg number 2. I tried to get on the boat. And then we got this fucking freak. I want to be a vampire transmission looking creature.
That's a serious hair situation he's got going on there.
Yeah.
That's some Sideshow Bob looking hair. And yeah, I can't get over how young number 2 looks.
Yeah, I'm Greta Thunberg. And then we got the I'm a meth hooker for 700.
Yeah, I was gonna say exactly. This is a bitch that took the wrong turn at the wrong pitchfork in the road, dude.
Meth hooker for 500. What is an absent mother?
Wrong
yeah,
fork
then
in the road, rather.
we got Halloween homeboy at the end. I'm just stealing shit, motherfucker. He's chilling out. So,
all right, everybody out there. We got criminal mischief, battery, failure to register as a sex offender, driving under the influence, and burglary. So who we got for number 1? Let's do what do you guys think number 1 did?
How are you gonna communicate with them? Let's say you're gonna see three 1s in a row or 3 2s in a row, maybe.
Yeah, we can do it that way. So we'll do number 1. Well, yeah, okay. So we'll go with the charge. That's better. Yeah. So who do you guys think did criminal mischief?
I agree with
1 through 5.
I'm agreeing with what Carol said, and David. I agree with Carol and David. As soon as that popped, that's what I was saying. Look how he's dressed.
Yeah, that's some weird shit, man. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Carol's all right. So let's see. Just
DUI.
right. Yes. So what we're doing?
That's a pretty good pick, Carol. I would have went with that too. 2 was DUI. She's young and she looks like she's intoxicated and scared.
All right. So we got 1 for. All right,
yeah,
so let's go ahead
put that up quick. And
we
DUI under little the next girl.
Number 2, yep, I saw that on there. Okay.
Yep.
We got
go with 3
criminal
4 battery, David says. 4 is battery.
Okay.
Carol says
she looks mean and pissed off.
Yes. These are pretty good guesses. Criminal mischief is 3, Carol said.
All right. We can do that. And then that means we'll go with burglary on 5.
Burglary. Yeah, that's what I called for Halloween homie.
Okay. All right, let's put it in. 1 out of 5. We got criminal mischief in the middle. Dude, that old weird perv dude was burglary.
How? How was he burglary? And homie Halloween, the sex offender, and driving under and battery. Wow, I got one on. We didn't fail totally. No.
We didn't get
Carol nailed criminal mischief. She nailed criminal mischief.
Vin says they all look like family. That's funny.
Yeah, David called battery, and I was a good guess. Battery with that lady.
Hey, I also went along with failure for the old guy. I went along with that. I thought driving under the influence.
I did too. I thought they were good guesses. Yeah. I would never think battery's the little girl, the young girl, Greta Thunberg. I would have never
Nope, I wouldn't have guessed that one either. Nope.
No, I would have said she looks drunk to me. She looks like she's drunk, like she's scared and drunk. Criminal mischief, totally. Look at that guy. Born to be wild. Look at that guy. He's got chia pet hair. It's like a fucking
definitely some Sideshow Bob chia pet hair, man. For sure.
And we got driving under the influence. Like, yeah, I'm drunk. I almost killed somebody. And then the sex offender homie at the end. What a prick. Yeah, I thought he was a burglar. I thought he would maybe break in, hit a lick.
That's too funny. The
Hit a lick.
the other ones that we don't normally like, they've got the guess what they stole.
Oh, yeah.
They've got those on there. They've and they've got another one too. They've got a choose the weapon. Those are the tricky ones. Weapons are really, really tricky.
Yeah, I didn't like them.
Yeah,
I like the crime ones. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, so we stuck with the crime. And everybody that's not used to seeing these, we used to play these, and these are fucking tricky, man. Real tricky. It's so they don't. You have no context whatsoever. They don't tell you.
Well, yeah, there's no skill to it. I'd like to see some
No.
skill to be to it, not just guessing, right? At
Agreed.
least some skill to it where you're going to observe and guess the fate. You
Agreed.
know?
And there's just no way to do that with these. There's just no way. It's impossible.
With these, no, but the other way we would see marks on them and see their eyes, right? But,
Yep.
Yeah, there's no way to tell if they're who stole who killed who.
Yeah, what they stole and what they hit somebody with. Yeah, it's all impossible.
Yeah, that's just pure guessing, right? Straight guessing game.
Yeah. All right, let me get these links together real quick, and then we'll go watch them. We're gonna watch Step Brother Night.
What? Oh yeah, this comedy.
Yeah.
Did you ever find that The Vanishing?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot it on deck. Yeah, we were gonna watch it.
The old one,
you didn't the right one.
All right, you will watch that Friday.
Yeah, we're gonna watch that next Friday. Yep.
Yeah, good. Yeah, that's a good one. Wait till you see that. You're gonna like that. It's a good movie.
Got it on deck.
It's got a lot of stars in it. A lot of Hollywood people that everybody will recognize. It was actually a good suspense thriller. We'll watch it next Friday. It'll be good. Yeah, I seen the brothers, the twin. What's it called? Twin Brotherhood.
Step Brothers. It's Will Ferrell and John C. It's one of the funniest movies I've ever seen.
Yeah, I thought it was funny too. I seen it. It was funny. I liked it. There was some parts that I thought were like real degenerate and stupid, but then there was parts that were really funny, you know, because these two jackasses are like
they're fucking 40 and they're totally dependent on
they act like little children and stuff.
Oh yeah, they hate each other at first and then they become friends and stuff. Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah,
they drive the parents apart.
They're like men child, and they go on this little adventure to like I don't know, to thwart the marriage or whatever. And I remember it. I seen it a long time ago.
Yeah, it's going to be good stuff. We're going to have a good time with it. It's very, very, very funny movie. Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly are both out of their minds, and they work really well together. They've been in a handful of movies together that have all been funny, like Talladega. That shit's amazing.
I never seen that one. I've heard about it.
Really? You've never seen Talladega before?
No.
You're going to have to watch that then.
Well, I think I tried it, and I didn't like it. I tried
Really?
watching it. Yeah, I didn't like it. I don't know why. I watched it for like 10, 15 minutes. I was like, yeah, I don't like this. But I'm going to go over there. I want to thank everybody for coming over and watching. Hit the like button. And come over and watch us on Rumble. I'm going to head over there. And, hit the like for the 100th show. Leave a comment. And we'll see you at the 200th anniversary.
Yeah, man. All right, man. I'll be over there in just a minute.
All right. Later, chat.
All right, everybody. We appreciate it. Just like you said, I always repeat it. Yeah, definitely click the like button for us. Sub if you're not subbed. If you're over on Rumble, please do click the like and sub over there. Small channel. It helps. We appreciate it. Leave a comment about whatever the craziest thing that you saw tonight, or maybe you have an opinion on something we watched tonight. One of the weirder news articles or craziest subhuman garbage that you saw. Leave us a comment. We always talk back. We're going to head over to Rumble. We're going to watch Step Brothers. It's going to be fucking awesome. The link is in the chat. It's in the description of this video, and it's on the community tab. So click that link. Come on over. Give it a minute or two while I get it set up. Refresh your page a couple times, and we'll be right there. Thanks again for coming, man. This was an awesome show.